Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of Gentlemen's Club Whiskey. I am your host, Mr. Mark Antimate, the pontiff of Japanese whiskey and your Tokyo Godfather here. Today, we're going to be talking about this product from a brand called Elevated Craft, and this is the Elevated Craft Cocktail Shaker. Now, I bought this one a really long time ago. I just now opened up my receipt on Amazon, and I bought this back in November of 2022, and here it is, almost April now. The reason that I bought this one is because I do have a cocktail shaker here at home, but you guys know the problems with these cobbler cocktail shakers. Some of the time, the seal on these things gets so compressed from the cold, from having the ice inside of it, that it could get really tight, and it's hard to separate the three different components of it and to take it apart, to wash it out, and to use it again. This one right here, the other thing about it is also, you do so much shaking, your hands get really cold. So that's another piece about it. This thing right here is 3 pieces. It's a 3-piece cobbler shaker, but there is a rubber gasket inside of this part and inside of this part to help keep these things from sticking together so you could separate it very easily. It's a screw on top, and also it's insulated so that your hands never get cold. So this is supposed to theoretically be the greatest, or the quote unquote the best cobbler shaker in the world, and we're going to really see. Here it says vacuum insulated stainless steel. I've never used this before. You see the seal is still on there, the tape. So the 5 months that I had this, I should have opened it up and used it within the first month, because I could have got a defective one and may have need to have sent it back. But it's already 5 months later now. They're not going to accept any returns now, so I just got to have to take it as it is. But let's just hope that I got a good one that's not broken. So we're going to make a cocktail here today using this thing for the very first time. All right, there we go. It opens up just like so. And it even comes with a little coaster here that has all your measurement pours in ounces, which is really nice. But me being in Japan, I don't use ounces, I use milliliters. So it could still help me if I was to research something on the internet and I wanted to know how much. It looks pretty good. On the side of the box, let me just show you guys around the box really quick. On the side of the box, you have all the different components, and it has them listed out here. It says that this thing in total can hold 28 ounces or 795 milliliters, the tumbler and top. And on the back here, it says, our passion for product design and thoughtfully crafted beverages drives everything we do at Elevated Craft. The name Elevated Craft defines our mission. Elevate, raise to a more impressive state. Craft, produce with skill and careful attention to detail. Designed to impress. This shaker is your secret weapon to make perfect craft cocktails. And then it has a QR code. It says scan here to unlock recipes from our community. At Elevated Craft on Facebook and Instagram, visit www.elevatedcraft.com. More on the back here explaining the features about the lid with the different measurements on the inside of the lid. It says double wall vacuum insulated, twist lock leak proof seal, superior quality. Now I'm not going to read all that. You know what? Just pause the video, read it for yourself. When you open it up, it comes wrapped inside of some paper there, and there's nothing else in the box. And this is what it looks like here. nice cold steel. Very good feel in the hands. Wow, this thing feels absolutely amazing, to say the least. You got the Elevated Craft logo on the top that's embossed inside of the steel. And on the bottom, you have the signature from the designer, Adam Craft. And it says Elevated Craft Hybrid Shaker. Has the website, designed in USA, crafted in China. 304 stainless steel, patent pending. Very nice. This is a very nice design there. You unscrew the different components. You see that there's a gasket inside of here to keep things from spilling out. This is a nice rubber gasket to have a nice seal to keep the things from sticking together and to keep the liquid from coming out. And when you unscrew this top, you also have another gasket seal that goes around here. And when you look on the inside, oh, that's nice. You have all the measurements in milliliters, which I use on one side, and you have all the measurements in ounces on the other. So that is super cool right there. Very helpful if you wanted to use this one as a jiggler. All right. Now, with me living in Tokyo, Japan, I did try to order this from the Elevated Craft website, and as soon as I got to the checkout and I selected Japan, inputting your address and everything was just grayed out. So you could not order and have this delivered international for whatever reason. It seemed like it was a mistake with the website, and I contacted the web team and I told them about this, that I can't order from Japan. Can you guys please fix this? But I did not want to wait for the web development team to fix this whatever this issue was. So I went immediately over to Amazon USA and I ordered this and had it delivered international from Amazon to Japan. The price on this one on Amazon.com is $69.99. And of course I had to pay some importation taxes and shipping fees and all that stuff. So total, with all the taxes included, it cost me $82.94, but should cost you around $69.99, especially if you have Amazon Prime, would be very good for you guys. Reaching back here for my cocktail book. I got to put a plug on this one. 50 Japanese Whiskeys Tasted in Japan, available now in hardcover, paperback, and ebook format on Amazon.com. Make sure that you guys get that. And Julian's Recipes, the Centennial Edition. This is my favorite cocktail recipe book because I like the way that these recipes inside of here taste. So I'm going to make a Manhattan today, being a New York kind of guy. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, opening this thing up real quick because I was getting ready to make my cocktail. There's some things included inside of here. You got some silica gel to keep it fresh. You got an additional big gasket that goes inside of here, an additional one. And you have a little book. What is this? Is this a cocktail recipe? No, this is an instruction manual about how to use this. And it says limited lifetime warranty. Your shaker has been designed to last decades when properly cared for. If you have an issue that you believe to be a manufacturer defect, please email us and include photos or videos. We will be in contact within 24 hours. Okay, nice. Now you guys didn't see that part. I did pause the video real quick and go inside the next room and wash that out since it's my first time using it, just to make sure that the inside is nice and clean. Let's go ahead and make this Manhattan. All right, so I did realize that I made a mistake there. I was saying let's make a Manhattan, but with a Manhattan, you don't do any shaking, you do stirring. So instead of making that, we're going to make a Lone Tree cocktail instead. So we're going to use this Old Tom Gin as well as this Italian vermouth. First of all, we're going to fill this thing up with ice. And I got my fine ice here. Now that we got our ice inside of here, I'm going to put 30 milliliters of Old Tom Gin. This is a Highwood brand of Old Tom Gin. And I'm about down at the very bottom of this. And we're going to pour 15 milliliters of Italian vermouth. I use the Martini brand, the Rosso. Now all we got to do is shake and strain. So let's put this top on. And let's make sure that we have this lid on correct as well. And let's give it our shake. Give it a nice good shake here. Make sure that that ice dissolves well. My hand's not getting cold at all from this. The top unscrews like magic. No getting stuck. We got our little martini glass here. And voila, look at that, right to the top. Exact measurements. Let me make sure not to spill this. Get a little bit of sip. Beautiful, nice and chilled. Nice golden color to that. Look at that. Beautiful pour right to the top. But I think the winner today is definitely going to be the Elevated Craft. The fact that this thing doesn't get cold inside of the hands and that these components don't stick together when it gets cold, that is definitely a win-win situation. I would say that's the main reason why I bought this for. Because, to say the least, the problem that you don't want to have is you're on the job and your cobbler shaker gets stuck together. You know, you don't want to have wasted time with you running this thing under hot water trying to get it to unstick and you're trying to make drinks really quickly. I think this thing is very nice and quick for that. So, I just found out something. This piece here, the very bottom, the main component of this is insulated and it keeps your hands nice and warm. Doesn't get cold at all. But this part up here, the top lid, the middle lid, this is not insulated. So this is a little cold, not entirely. So I wouldn't recommend holding it from here. You can, but yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you got it like this, one finger on the lid, get it like this, it should also be fine. So you're not really going to hold on to this too much. And even if you do, it's not that cold. It's just minute. It's very small. It's a small amount of chill that you're going to get touching it. All right. My rating on this, I'm going to have to give it a 10 because the aesthetics and the design of it looks very pleasing to the eye. It looks unique, more different from other cobbler shakers out there. This is going to be eye-catching to the client that you're making a drink for. And the functionality of it, it's style and function together. So I'm giving this a perfect score. All right, gentlemen, I thank you for watching this quick review over the Elevated Craft cocktail shaker. If you guys are ever in need of a cobbler shaker, this would be the one to get. Anyways, that is all for today. Salute to you wherever you may be out inside the world. And if you guys are drinking, make sure that you drink responsibly. And as always, gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Keep it classy. I'm out.